Look out, 'cause the world's about to blow. We've got the doomsday down low. Save the best in music, games, and shows. We've got the doomsday down low.
Okay, welcome to another episode of the Doomsday Download. I am Talon, and lounging across from me on his very own bed, the one and only Dilly Bob Thornton. How are you?
Dude, this I didn't think about sitting here, the longevity of this seat, and it's not comfortable at all, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
I'm going to start sketching you like one of my French girls here in a minute.
Did you say Dilly Bob Thornton?
Sure did.
Wow, I just caught it. That's actually a really good one.
Thank you. Yeah, after all the prep about what I was going to actually say. Dude, are you going to be okay over there?
Dude, I'm just trying to get to a spot where I can actually speak into this microphone.
Okay, so other than lounging about, the thing that we're here to talk about today is the best pop culture and saving it for the end of the world, specifically cartoon theme songs.
This is all correct. I'm very excited for this episode.
Yeah.
This is a topic that I'm super stoked on.
Yeah.
I will give credit to our friend Corey, who gave me the idea for a music-themed episode on this one.
Excellent. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, I mean, cartoon theme songs near and dear to the heart. Obviously, we already did kids' cartoons. I do think that this one is probably going to be more open than that. I don't know about you, but I had some that were more than kids.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay.
That was kind of nice, is that we were able to expand into that, because otherwise my list is very similar to that last one.
Yeah, that would just be a repeat. So good. No repeats here. The only thing that is repeating, the question of the day.
Oh my God, but not really. It's going to be a new question.
Yeah, it's going to be a new question, but the theme of it is the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go first this time because I got my question kind of front of mind. So if you could, once a year, summon any cartoon character for 1 hour, and they're going to be your buddy and like try and help you out and, you know, kind of like a Mr. Meeseek situation. Mm-hmm. So if you could choose any cartoon character for any purpose, who would you choose? And what do you think you'd use them for?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think, man, my brain almost went to Jimmy Neutron again, because he could invent me some dope-ass shit.
Yeah, tech boy.
But I might just ask him to come over, and I'd be like, hey, bring your mom.
Can I spawn your mom once a year?
I don't actually need you, Jimmy. Yeah, that, or like one of the fairy godparents from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yep.
Because they just grant those wishes. I just ask for like $1 billion or something.
So you stole my brain, baby. That's
Okay.
actually where I was going to go. At first, I was going to say like SpongeBob or Scooby-Doo, and I was like, that'd be fun, and like you could bring it to parties, and it would be really cool. But I was like, yeah, but if I'm being like chased in an alleyway, SpongeBob isn't going to save me, and if I'm broke at the end of the year, SpongeBob isn't going to like throw money at me. So basically, I was thinking Fairly Odd Parents, you get a cheat once a year of just like, give me all the things, protect me, give me a weapon, give me anything.
Yeah. I wonder if you spawned, well, I guess he's coming to you, but like SpongeBob would just like die.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, maybe some of the bullets would fly through pre-made holes. That would be the benefit. He's pretty aerodynamic.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just meant being out of water.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Dude, I'm so freaking right.
But maybe that's a good distraction now that I mention it. People are like,
Yeah.
I'm horrified. I'm watching SpongeBob die in an alley.
That's why you spawned him, is just so he can distract everybody by dying horrifically, and you can get away.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys better go get a cup of water right now if you want to save SpongeBob's life.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Okay, so I had a very basic question.
Okay.
But then now my brain has turned it into a two-parter.
I love it.
Because I want to see if it changes your answer. Okay. So the first part, hot or cold? Now, what I mean by this is, yeah, I know it sounds like the most basic question. It is. If you had to live in like a perpetually cold environment, like, no heating in your house, and we'll just say it just affects you, like you don't have to deal with like pipes freezing and stuff like that. Or a perpetually hot environment with no AC, what would your choice be?
Okay, so this question always comes down to like, what's your range? What are you flipping between Fahrenheit-wise?
Well, rather than that, I'll just say it's cold enough that you can't sit comfortably in like everyday clothes.
Okay.
And it's hot enough, similarly, that you can't sit comfortably in everyday clothes.
Okay. I think I'd still have to go cold on this one. As long as layers work, they're still functional, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then because the worst part is sleeping at night. I think the nightmare of trying to fall asleep in the heat.
Yeah.
It makes me so sad. That's like the thing I actually don't like about summer is when it rolls around. I'm like, yeah, I know that I'm going to have a real sticky situation when I'm trying to go to bed. So I think I'm going to choose cold on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I want to know if this changes your answer.
Okay.
You're in a cold environment as you chose, and you only have cold food.
Oh.
Right? You can only eat cold food.
Uh-huh.
Similarly, hot environment, hot food.
I mean, this sounds like a which way do you want to die? Because it's just like misery, your life.
Yeah.
But I guess I'd still have to do the cold. Because I mean, like, if you're eating hot soup in 100-degree heat, it's still not satisfying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least with like cold food, I could do salad, which is like it's cold, but it's not a popsicle, you know?
True.
So that's my line I'm going to walk, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Does it change your answer at all if in the cold environment you can only do hot food? Hot environment, you can only do cold food.
No. It stays the same.
Yeah, same. Dude, like no matter what, I prefer to be cold. I'd rather throw on some layers, throw on a blanket. I cannot stand being hot.
Yeah.
And my body runs hot. You know this about me.
I know. Well, actually, for you probably want the world to get a lot colder because then you're just the heater man that you are.
I could use that.
You could use that. I like that. Okay, so we had the same track there. I wonder if anyone is like, you're a couple of psychos. I want the whole world to be 120.
My Aunt Kelly is, for
Really?
sure. Yeah, I mean, she loves the heat. She's out in the sun constantly. She lives in a place where it's over 100 degrees. Like, she just prefers it. She can't stand the cold. I don't understand it.
That's wild. Is Rich the same way, or is he just like, meh, I'll take whatever?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think he's like, he adapts,
Yeah.
which is the most admirable thing, I think.
It sure is. Yeah, I couldn't go through with it, dude. Honestly, being in a too hot situation, it just ruins everything. Like everything you're trying to do at that point would be like even lounging and watching TV. I feel like I'd be more uncomfortable than if I was freezing cold.
Yeah, so I will say, like, and I know this is, pretty tame compared to like South America or something, but like, have you been to Hawaii as an adult?
No, actually, now that you bring it up, that's what I've missed.
Dude, it is brutal. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I just like obviously with the humidity, you're sticky and everything, anyways. But like, it is so difficult to even just exist there.
Yeah.
You're just constantly sweating. You have to be like inside at all times. Now, some people don't feel that way. Me, I'm drenched in sweat. We went to a farmer's market there, and I'm like getting under the tent with the vendors behind their tables because I'm so hot I can't be in the sun anymore.
Yeah. I do remember some horror stories of, I won't say who, but certain people sticking to the vinyl in the car.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the car with no shirt on. And yeah, my back. So I do think it was because this sunblock that we had was like expired or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, just from sweating and having that sunblock on my back stuck to the leather seats. And yeah, tore some of my back skin off. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you never forget. It's like fights. It's like Fight Club when they find a little bit of flesh seared to the seat. That's you, but in real life. So okay, that's our hot and cold discussion. Put a bow on that.
Okay.
So now we're gonna ship it out, and we're gonna move on. I think to cartoon theme songs.
Oh, dude, what a slick segue.
Dude, there was no segue.
Ship it out. I get it.
So, yeah, I had to think pretty long and hard, and by that I mean a solid 15 minutes to get through this list. But the honorable mentions, I did some flipping and flopping. There were some that almost made my list, but I kind of want to hear yours first, so I'm going to throw it over to you.
Okay, dude. So I think this will surprise you that these are honorable mentions for me. First, Rocko's Modern Life.
Okay, that's a good one.
Love that theme song, just didn't make the cut.
Okay.
And the second one, that's going to be brutal for you. SpongeBob.
Wow. I think that's borderline criminal, but you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm just that guy, dude.
That's right. I've never seen a guy more like you. It's you. Okay, so SpongeBob. Wow. Are those your only two honorable mentions?
Yep.
Wow. Was SpongeBob close to being in your top 5?
No.
Okay.
because like the SpongeBob one is iconic for sure, but I think a lot of these other ones just slap way harder, dude.
He's here for the slaps.
They slap way more harder.
Okay, speaking of slaps, number, I don't know, whatever. It's an honorable mention. I don't know why I started saying number. Rugrats is on my list.
That's a good one.
We used to, that's like one of the first piano songs we learned because it's so basic.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's classic. Kim Possible, mostly because I love saying call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
That is a great one. Okay, that's on mine now too.
Okay, it's on your honorable mentions. And then this last one, dude, almost made my list. I had to keep flipping and flopping. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I love it so much. And obviously it's a huge part of our, I was going to say childhood, but teenhood. Because we were definitely straight up teenhoods.
Yeah. Were we teens when that show came out?
I mean, when we found it on DVD.
Okay.
When another Dylan had it on DVD.
Oh, that's right. Okay, man. Those are some good honorable mentions. And it makes me curious. What's going to be on our What's going to be on our numbered list?
I like that you went so hard into F and then you were like, back out, restart.
Yeah, still didn't nail it.
Yeah, no, I've got some good ones here, so I think I'll jump in because I love this one and it was tough to even slot it at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Mouth theme.
Oh, yeah, that's a great... Man, I didn't even think of Big Mouth.
I know. That's
Man,
what I'm saying.
that is a great one.
I love it so much. I think we have talked about it. It's one of the songs that I never skip when it does the, like, do you want to skip option? I love doing it with the show, but... You know, there's just so many other, like, classics ahead of it. I think maybe part of its fault is that it's, been 6 seasons, but it's so recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in time, I could see it moving up.
I know, a lot of these... What did you say?
In time, I could see it moving up.
Oh, man. Okay, that sounded like gibberish on my end. Yeah, I think that's 100% it. I think a lot of the driving force behind most of these is the nostalgia.
Yeah, definitely.
Nostalgia.
But that one's cool, too, because it has kind of a nostalgic feel. It's just, because it's using that 70s song or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, my number 5, and I actually teed it up so that I can play a little portion of it.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure. Get it good and close.
You know it.
One fine day with a whoop and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue-blooded, no
Oh, catch on. Got it.
That's right, dude.
Points.
Yeah, just so catchy. And I love a cartoon theme that actually has lyrics. They don't all have lyrics.
True.
And when they're creative lyrics like that and they rhyme and it sounds a little countrified, I like that.
Ooh, country fried. That's good stuff
Dude,
right there.
stop. You're making me hungry.
Yeah, no, that one's a classic, dude. And I think that, like, I haven't watched that show in a long time, but it brings back some fond memories, that song.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The show is good. It doesn't hold up quite as well as other shows from our childhood, but it's still a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, jumping into my number 4. We've touched on this in another way already.
Oh.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really good. It's Rubber Goose, Bubba Deuce. I am an odd parent, fairly odd parent. Those are the words. Don't look them up.
Sung in the first person perspective. Yeah. I am an odd parent.
Yeah, but it's a really good song. And like you were saying, it's another one that tells the story. It rhymes. It's really catchy and sticks with you, except for the lyrics, which went one in one ear and out the other. But I just knew I liked them.
I know the lyrics.
Ooh.
That's all.
Pretty good.
But yeah, I actually do remember the lyrics, and I'll just fucking bop along to that every once in a while.
It's a bopper. Is it coming up on your list?
Nope. Okay, my number 4. This kind of out of left field. The Simpsons.
That's not out of left field. It's a great song, and it's coming up on
Okay,
my
it's
list.
on yours. All right. But yeah, just because it is the most recognizable cartoon theme. And it's great. It's simple, but it's great. And it's one of those things where every beat of the song, where they're at with that opening animation.
Yeah, where you can still hear the sound of, like, the bell being rung for Homer to get out of work. Like, it's that level of detail. And you can hear the saxophone for Lisa. Yeah, it's all woven into the song. I totally agree. And that's actually my number 3. So...
Oh, that worked out perfect.
It's back to back, dude. And yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously, you talk about a classic show, like a theme song that's built into your life from a very early age. Like, that's one thing for everybody that sticks. But on the other hand, it doesn't do a good job of storytelling. It just says, The Simpsons, and then it just does sound.
True, which is fitting because really the premise of the show is just that they're a family and the things that they deal with in their family life. So it'd be kind of weird if it was like, Homer is a dad and he doesn't like Bart,
He hates his job and radioactive stuff. I don't know.
He eats donuts. He eats donuts.
So the whole song is just about Homer, and then at the very end, before they get on the couch, they're like, and then there's Marge and Maggie and the other ones that I'm forgetting. The end of the show.
The end of the show.
They just roll credits.
But yeah, it's just a classic, so it had to be on the list.
I like that. I like that one being on the list. Obviously, I like it a little more than you do.
Okay, it's not a competition.
Well, we just made it one. So, what's your number 3?
Dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, number 3, Doug.
Oh, yeah, you love that.
Dude, Doug is great. Doug slaps.
Mm-hmm.
There are no lyrics.
True.
But it's so, like, simple, the theme, you know? I'm trying to pull it up. That's why I seem a little distracted.
Yeah. Isn't it? Do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do,
dude.
do,
You
do,
think you're
do,
YouTube right
do,
now?
do, 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 do.
And I think I touched on this in our favorite cartoon series episode.
Mm-hmm.
Disney took over Doug
Yeah.
a couple seasons in, and they fucking ruined the theme song, too.
Yeah.
So, you know, thanks, Disney.
Disney, you've done it again, and we don't mean a good thing.
You took a great thing, and you fucking ruined it.
You monetized it. You made it dirty. Doug was so pure.
Here it is.
Oh. I never realized how many little layers there are to it, like the different sound effects and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. But I will say,
Slaps.
honestly, my favorite thing about it is that any little kid who watched the show, like us included, could do the theme song with our mouth. Like, it's not like a complicated song where you need to like, okay, let's get 16 kids together. We're going to do an a cappella version of this.
Yeah, I like the dog barking in that, and any like dog whining noises you hear throughout this episode. That is the dog from Doug.
Yeah, we're just very immersed.
Yeah.
There's not a little Mabel outside the door listening.
Yeah, crying.
Yeah.
because she knows you're in here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, hopefully she knows that we're representing because there's a lot of dogs on this list. I'm telling you. So that's a good one. Okay, and that's your number 3. Okay, my number 2. I can't believe you put this at the reference point. Hello,
The honorable mentions.
operator on the line. Okay, so yeah, the honorable mentions because SpongeBob is way better than an honorable mention.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it just is. If you polled 99 people, they're all going to agree with me. I don't want to hear from the 100th person, okay? So yeah, it's fucking great. It's one that you can all sing along to. You can be in a car with all kinds of age groups and everyone's going to know the words and they can do the call and response. And it totally fits the genre. It's like a sea shanty.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. At the end, he plays his nose like a fucking flute. What else do you want?
He is super talented in doing that, dude.
So talented.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is great. I don't know why the call and response is so important for you, dude.
Maybe it's the boot camp in me, you know? Jump how high.
Okay, you made it real.
Too real.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is great. It's just, it's not a bop like the rest of these, in my opinion.
It's not a like, yeah, you can't hype people up in the same way you would like at a party, but at a birthday party, oh, buddy, it's in there.
Yeah, so here's my thing. I think this is the perfect illustration of how I feel about the song versus these others. Is these other songs, a lot of them, I'm jamming to if they come on.
Yeah.
Like maybe even if I'm not singing them, I'm dancing, you know? SpongeBob, not so much. I'm not dancing to that song.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great theme. It's recognizable. But also the SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob, how there's no tone change. There's like a few too many there for me.
I don't think so. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Is it only 3?
Yeah.
It feels like 15.
It's not. It's 3. And also, fun fact, that's the rule of 3, which is like a thing that's worked into music and comedy. So actually, I've just proved that you're wrong.
And you're cracking me up right now, dude.
Knowledge can be really funny. So yeah, no, I love that one, and I think most people will agree it deserves to be high on the list. So
Well,
I
not
rest
number
my case.
1, so...
No, definitely not.
Okay, my next one. Now, this one's tough, okay, because my number 2 is the Scooby-Doo theme song,
Wow.
okay? But I think it lands on the Scooby-Doo theme song as performed by Simple Plan.
I'm so glad you said that. You have no idea. I'm really glad you feel this way. I can't say much more right now, but I just want to say I'm really glad you feel this way.
Oh, okay, well, once again, you've spoiled it.
Have I? You don't know.
Yep. Yes, you have.
Just tell us your friggin' thoughts about the song.
But yeah, man, it's such a freaking bop. You and I just now rocking out to it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that with SpongeBob. It's still a comparison with SpongeBob. I'm just not doing that with SpongeBob, dude.
It just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
Well, plus it took something that we grew up with, that so many people grew up with, since Scooby-Doo's old as fuck, and just brought it into the early 2000s.
Yeah. Oh, it really did. And it didn't do it in a way where it's like, this is only going to work this year. You know, sometimes they try and do a modern interpretation. And you're like, that's the Little Nas X version of the song. And you're like, that only works in 2019 or something.
Right.
No, this is going to be eternal. I think anyone who listens to it, even if they don't like pop punk as much as I do, then I think that they'll still be like, that rocks. Like, that's so good.
Yeah. Now, if Simple Plan does their own version of the SpongeBob theme, come back to me, dude.
Dude, now that you've said that, I want them to do every theme song. Just try it.
Yeah. Even the ones without lyrics. It's just the dude like,
Simpsons.
yeah.
Eat a box of donuts. That's all he says. He just sings about
The Simpsons, dude. Our version of The Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's pretty fucking awesome. Wow, I guess that brings us right into our number ones, huh?
I guess it
can't believe
freaking does, dude.
So this is a rare case where I have a 1A and a 1B.
Okay.
And I just need you to know that that's a fact. My 1A, and I, again, can't believe I'm saying this, the Scooby-Doo Simple Plan rock and roll rock song. Dude, incredible. And then 1B is the original Scooby-Doo theme.
Yeah.
Because it deserves to be there. It's incredible. It's the whole reason that the Simple Plan one gets to exist at all.
Yeah.
And it's great. I mean, it is still like timeless, and it's one that I will find myself humming quite often. And I love it.
Hell yeah, man. I know. And I don't watch Scooby-Doo all that often, which is, it sounds like a funny thing, but I do watch cartoons all the time.
Yeah.
But Scooby-Doo is just not one that makes it into the rotation all that often.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a rare treat. Also, I feel like the version of Scooby-Doo that had the Simple Plan theme was not the version that I watched growing up.
True.
So a lot of those episodes are like unrecognizable for me, but that theme, anytime it comes up, my God, dude.
I know. It's so good, dude. Yeah, and it made me really want Scooby Snacks growing up. I'm still jealous to this day that, like, they kind of made a cookie, but I'm like, this isn't the real thing. I honestly, if you could bring the dog treat to this universe, I would be like, I want to try the authentic experience. I want to know what Scooby was going through.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to eat, like, sandwiches that are massive and, like, sub sandwiches that then you can see the shape of it in my throat as it goes down.
Yeah. And for some reason, you leave the toothpick in, and you're just like, I'm rolling with it. I'm fine. Cartoon logic.
And I love, too, I will say this totally, well, kind of off topic, but the live action Scooby-Doo that came out in, like, 03 or whatever with Matt Lillard. I love that it was like, okay, clearly Shaggy is a stoner.
Yeah.
We're just going to kind of embrace that jokingly.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, they do 100%. It's great.
And the food looks great in that movie, too.
It does.
Live action, dude, you're not always getting that
Yeah.
captured.
True.
You're not getting the cartoon essence captured.
Let's also just say it. The people in that movie look great.
Oh, you ain't wrong. We know you have a thing for Sarah Michelle Gellar, always have.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, and also
Linda Cardellini.
thank you, Linda Cardellini.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And you know what? Young Freddie Prinze, you're a handsome dude.
Oh, yeah. Matt Lillard, I'll fuck you.
Scooby-Doo? Never mind. Backing out.
And then is it Isla Fisher? I think she's...
Oh, she's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's Matt Lillard's love interest.
Yeah, she's like one of her early roles in that.
I bet if we went back, I actually watched that movie within the last couple years, and I feel like there were a few faces that I was like, oh my God, I forgot that person was in it.
Yeah.
And now I don't remember them again, so that'd be a nice treat to go back again and watch it.
Yeah. Well, here's one for you. I mean, Mr. Bean is one of the characters, but then also Sugar Ray, if you remember, that was the time. Speaking
Oh
of,
my
like, this is
God.
only timely this 1 year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait, Mr. Bean is in it?
I'm pretty sure he's the villain, or he's the villain in the second one, and my brain is just tripping up.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I think it must be the second one.
Might be.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. That actually sounds right.
Let's go.
I'm
That's
agreeing
right.
with you.
Thank you. Rare. We have it on recording.
Okay, my number one. It just captures the essence of that show so well with like the jazziness. It's got like a dope little like breakdown in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The
dude.
jazz of New York City.
In Tacoma, Washington,
In
or wherever it
Tacoma.
takes place.
New York by way of Washington.
Yeah, and I do just want to point out that means Hey Arnold has made it onto the hard drive twice for me now.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's like a golden pick for you. It's not just a one-time certified. It's like it's going gold.
I'm telling you, it's great, dude. Go back and watch it.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I mean, the song does rock. And I can see you now in my head getting up every time and enjoying yourself. Having
Yeah.
a little dance off.
Yeah, so a lot of times, like if I'm cooking breakfast, I will throw on Hey Arnold because it's just great to have, like, kind of as a background show. And dude, I'm jamming every time. I'm jamming all over the kitchen.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But yeah, it is my number one all-time favorite cartoon theme. And you can always get me with it, dude.
Yeah, it always hits. So yeah, there it is. I chose Scooby-Doo, 1A and 1B. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. Simple Plan.
Simple Plan is number one, we've decided,
Yeah.
out
yeah.
of those two.
Yeah, it's close. It was hard for me to make that call because it is such a classic, the original version, but got to go with it. Simple Plan.
Yeah.
And then I love that it was your 2. That's great. And then friggin' Hey Arnold. That's a great song.
I know. Not even on your list.
No, not even in my honorable mentions. But that's because I just don't have the feelings that you do for Hey Arnold.
You know what? Fuck you, dude.
You know what? I'm mad now. But yeah, that's our list.
Yeah, man. I'm really stoked on that. Part of me was like, well, I don't want Hey Arnold to be number one because I've already put it on the drive, but I can't lie to myself, dude.
No, don't lie to yourself. This is just like the Robin Williams thing. Like, I couldn't not put my favorite Robin Williams movie as my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, which was Good Will
okay.
Hunting.
Yeah, you knew. He was trying to decide if he should be rude or not.
No, I was trying to think of that one that you told me about where he like is a quadriplegic or whatever.
Kind of close.
Something happened to him.
Awakenings. Yeah. Quadriplegic. No, it's a little bit less extreme than that, but yeah, no. Those are great picks. And that kind of carries us right on to our final rockabout, which is
Just you subtly trying to transition into it.
which is
The Breakers and the Makers. What is
Wow,
it called?
That's close. Binges on the fringes.
Oh, yeah.
When I say it's close, I mean not at all. So yeah, what have you been binging?
Dude, you're going to actually love my answer to this question. I just restarted Mr. In Between.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
dude. I wish everybody could see. He's shaking right now. He's so excited
I
for
just
me.
started peeing myself.
Dude, stop. You're in my house.
It's too late. Once it starts, I can't stop. It's so fucking great, isn't it?
Dude, it's so good. Yeah. So yesterday, I was just talking to a buddy about it, and I was like, man, I got to hop back into that. And so yesterday, I was like, all right, I'll finally, commit and watch it again. And I watched the entire season in one day.
Yeah.
I think it's only like 6 episodes or something.
Yeah, it's very fast.
And they're half-hour episodes, but still, that's 3 hours that I committed to this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like most of the way through season 2, loving it just as much as the first time, dude.
It's wild how charismatic he is as a lead.
Yeah.
For how violent and scary he would be in real life, I'm like, this dude pulls it off. He's so likable in a weird way where you're like, I don't actually want to know you, but watching your life unfold is fascinating.
Yeah, well, and I also like that it seems like the things he does and like the things he says, he puts a lot of thought into those things. So everything he does is with purpose. And I really it's a really fun character to watch because you fully trust him.
Yeah.
Even though he's doing these things that we wouldn't imagine doing.
Yeah.
And I also like that he is not just that cliche Hollywood looking guy.
No, not
where
at
he's
all.
got the shaved head, the mustache, and the goatee combo. He's a smaller guy,
Yeah.
but he just oozes charm.
Yeah. That dude is so good. Do you remember his name?
The actor?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't
Scott
either.
something?
That might be right. But anyways, people should check it out. It's on Hulu, I think, last time I checked. And if it's not there, find it somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's totally worth it. It's an Australian show, so you're like a little bit international. You're a
Whoa,
little bit
dude.
exotic with the things
Super
you're watching.
cultured.
Yeah, dude.
But it was on FX. We'll just throw that in there, so it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very American for how Australian it is.
Yeah.
But it's killer. It's just like a hitman who messes people up, kind of. He's not even really a hitman, I guess.
Yeah,
Kind
he's just like the muscle, like hired
muscle.
muscle.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's great. It's kind of him balancing a regular life and this life of crime. And like I said, super easy to binge the seasons. I flew through that one season yesterday, and there are only 3 seasons, so it's not a huge commitment.
Totally. This is a great one if people are looking for like an action show to watch over the winter where you're like, I just need a quick thing to binge. This is the one. Trust
And
us.
I will say, one of the best endings out of any show.
Yeah, it's so clean.
Yeah.
And that's what I respect most about it. I watched some interviews after I watched the show, and he was talking about like, I was running out of energy for this, and I didn't want to just, they said like, you can come back, we'll give you more seasons. And he was like, I don't want to, I want to stop.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, that's fucking awesome to just be like, I'm good. I want to end my story. You know?
Yeah.
Super cool.
What
Makes
a
me proud of him.
dope dude.
I know. Makes him even doper. Speaking of things that are dope and violent,
Yeah.
I've been playing a ton of Bulletstorm, and I fucking love
Oh,
this game,
shit,
dude. I told you to get it.
Yep.
$4. It was on sale. Sorry, people who are going to listen to this. I don't think it's on sale anymore.
It must be. That sale has to be going on.
It said 5 days left on the sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I sent you that. So it's great, though. It's from 2011. It's basically like Gears of War first person with the lunacy of like something written by Seth Rogen. It's like all over the map, but in the most chaotic, fun, dumb brain way. And it has mechanics that I've never seen in other games. It has like a leash thing that you have, which you can whip people to you, and then you have the kick feature, and it like gives you points basically based on how cartoony a death you give these guys. So like you kick them off a cliff and it'll say like vertigo, or like you kick them into a cactus and it'll say prickled and stuff like that, and
Oh,
it'll give
funny.
you like a score that helps correspond and gives you like stuff throughout the game. So it's way silly and so fun, and the set pieces are incredible. Like there's things that I remembered from the first game, and you know, for the first time I played the game back in 2013,
Yeah.
and you know my brain, that's a big deal for me to remember things.
Yeah.
So I recommend.
Hell yeah, dude. I did buy it
Nice.
while it was on sale. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, I trust your taste in games, which is why I just bought it without knowing anything about it.
Hell yeah.
And I don't think I watched any of the like auto trailer that plays, so I just fucking
Hell yeah, dude.
fully dove in. So just hearing your endorsement of it makes me really excited to play it.
Yeah. I'm glad you did that, but also if you don't like it, I don't feel bad because it was $4.
Because we also didn't talk about it. You just texted me
That's true.
and told me to buy it.
Yeah, it was very cryptic. I just sent you a photo. It was
Yeah.
like, get this or bad things.
Yeah, and I was like, well, okay. And I did. I'm a little beta. No, what was I look? Oh, I'm a little submissive.
Yeah. And I'm Dom, I guess.
Ugh, I don't like this.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. So anyways, getting out of that and into the end.
Yes, now do an excellent segue into the next part.
I just did. We're into the
Oh.
end. So, yeah, if people want to write to us and tell us about our cartoon picks and give Dylan shit about not putting SpongeBob higher on the list, they can write to us at
doomsdaydownloadpod@gmail.com.
hell yeah. And if you want to follow along on Instagram, we have some like trivia bits and games and stuff, and that's at.
Doomsday Download Pod.
And if you're more of a TikTok person, that's fine. We have that too. And you can find that at.
Doomsday Download.
That's the set right there, my guy.
Also, leave us reviews, people.
Do it.
5 stars. Say whatever you want. We'll read them. Anything lower than a 5-star, you're screaming into the void.
Yeah.
So if you want to tell us how much you hate us, how much you hate our picks,
Yeah.
put 5 stars.
Yeah, but if you also just want to say like, hey, simple plan, make every song yours.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Add us in there.
Yeah.
But dude, let's sign off.
And that goes like I teed you up.
If you're on your way to and then I started and then you interrupted me. If you're on your way to work, have a great day at work.
And if you're on your way home from work, I hope you had a great day.
Night night.
Night night.